it's Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Okay, so this set of videos that we're creating today were to talk about forgiveness. When we need to forgive others and when others need to forgive us. And the purpose of it all. Why bother? Yeah? So why bother trying to get someone's forgiveness? So in the previous video we talked about that. Because while you feel that you've done something wrong to someone else and you've made someone else feel bad, you feel bad about who you are. You do, you carry that. So, for all your days, because I can promise you, you'll get to your end and you'll be thinking, I wish I had apologized. It would have been that simple. And the apology would have been for you to let go of that cross, because you've been carrying that cross your whole life. It's just for you to put it down, let it go, release it. You did something wrong. And you have to understand that at the time that you did something wrong, you have to understand where you were. What place were you in? Is what you have to understand. Were you in a very angry place, in a place of self-loathing, where you really hated who you were? You hated your place in the world. Because the times that I've been hurtful to others, that's where I was. I really hated my place in the world. I hated everything about who I was. I just felt I had nothing to give, nothing to offer of value to anybody. And so these are the things that you have to start looking at if you want to live a life of peace, and if you want to live a life of fulfillment where you no longer have to feel bad about who you are. You have to understand where it came from. And so in this video, I wanted to talk about the moment that you reach that place where you understand all the decisions that you made about yourself. When you understand everything that you've created to protect yourself from that hurt, from that pain that you felt as a child, when you were made to feel unwanted and unworthy of love and not good enough in some way, if you were made to feel invisible. So all of these things, when you no longer feel that way, when you realize that that's not the truth of who you are, you won't need that apology anymore. This is where I was going before. When I said to you, they will come to apologize to you. And they can come crying, and they can come with their heart in their hand and say, I am so sorry. But if you are still in that place of pain, if you are still in that place where you're hurting about what happened and how they made you feel at the time, you will not be able to release it. You may be able to say to them at the time, I forgive you. It's okay. I forgive you. It's all right. Don't worry about it. But they're just words. Same as the words when we say, oh, to hell with them. Oh, I don't need them in my life. As long as they're not in my life and I can avoid contact with them, they won't affect me. So many people, I've heard so many people say that, you know? But what you have to look at is the root of it. Why do you need to avoid them? Why do you need to keep them at a distance and never see them again because of the pain they caused you? And I'm not saying, you know, if it was someone that was very hurtful, oh yeah, go up to them and give them a hug and make them welcome in your life again. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, with these videos, what I'm saying is I'd like you to be in a place where you can think about that person and it no longer affects you, whether they're in your life or they're not in your life. Because for many of you, if it's a parent, you'll still have them in your life. It's very hard to not have a parent in your life. You can block them out of your life, you can. It's very difficult. So whether they are in your life or they're not, what I'm helping you with is that you can get to a place where you can sit and you can think about this person, or someone else will mention their name in conversation, and you're not affected anymore. It's like they mentioned anyone else's name and it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you get to that point in your life. That's the freedom I'm talking about. That you know who you are, and nothing outside of that can touch that. You know who you are inside. So it doesn't matter what others will say or what others will do. That's their problem. You know what this is. You know who this is. That's outside. Doesn't matter. We need to get to that place with you. That you understand who you really are. Not what they made you feel that you were, but who you really are. Why you're really here. Because there's very few people out there that talk about why you're here. You know, and so there's so many people out there lost. They don't know what they're doing here, what the purpose is. And then you wonder why there's so many people in depression and there's so many people committing suicide. Why there's so many sad people in the world, or so many people afraid to connect to others. It's because we've lost why we're here. We've lost the whole purpose of our being. So I want you to think about that today. I want you to think about, just close your eyes for a minute and think about, how would it feel if you had that person in your presence, or someone just mentioned their name? Because for some people that's all it takes, is for their name to be mentioned and they go off the rails. But how would it feel if you saw them, they came to speak to you, someone mentioned their name, and you felt nothing but peace, nothing but bliss? You're not affected. They can't affect you. Somehow we feel it's like they've taken something away from us that was rightfully ours. Our right to feel good about who we are. It's like they've taken that away from us. We've given them our power to feel good just because they never had it. We've given that away. And I'm trying to give that back to you because it's yours. It was always yours. What's happened, you can't change that. It's happened. It's what you do from now on that matters. From this moment forward. Learning to heal it, learning to make peace with it, and then moving forward. Without having to carry that extra baggage everywhere you go. You're carrying that extra baggage with you that weighs you down. You don't need that anymore. If you follow these videos very carefully, make notes, watch them over and over, do what you need to do. But this is your life. Your life. And I want to get you to that place where it doesn't matter who you have in front of you, who's talking to you. It doesn't matter what they say. You know who you are. You're not affected. All right, my darlings. I love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages. I always try and make the videos 5 minutes or less, and then I get carried away because there's so much I want to say to you. There's just so much love I want to give you. And okay. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye for now.